Hi everyone, it's me, Andrea, from Andie's Corner. I know it's been a very long time, but don't worry, I'm so excited to tell you that from now on, there's going to be new videos, hopefully every week. And I'm really excited about the content of the videos. They're going to be different. And today, our story is from a book that I used to read as a child. I am not kidding. That's why when you see this book, it's all worn and torn and has writing in it because I used to read this book. And this book is called The Bible Animal Storybook, written by Mac Thomas, illustrated by Elizabeth Hagler. Now, these stories are stories from the animal's perspective from the Bible. So think of all the animals in the Bible and they're stories from the animals. It's a really cool book, and I'm really excited to share this with you for the next few weeks. So the first one we're going to read today is about creation. In the beginning, God created. Do you remember this? So this one is called The New Racoon. And right here it says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The New Racoon. I woke up and stretched and looked around. Everything I saw surprised me. I didn't know where I was. I didn't even know who I was. I saw someone splashing in a river nearby. He had white feathers and yellow feet, and wide wings and a big, deep bill. I ran over to talk. What's going on here? I asked. Where am I? Good morning, he said. Why, this is Earth. It's new. God just made it, and He just made you. Then He splashed me, and God just made this water, he laughed. Don't you love it? The water was cool. I jumped in and splashed him back. We washed and sloshed and swished and swam in the river. Then we climbed on a big brown rock to dry in the sun. God sure knows how to make a good rock, he said, dancing around. Don't you just love it? It was smooth and hard and warm to my feet. I did some dancing too. See them dancing? Do, 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 do. We took a walk on a riverbank. Ah, glorious, he said. Don't you just love this grass and these flowers God made? The grass was soft and the flowers were bright and sweet. He picked a daisy and wore it. I did the same. By the way, I said, who are you? And who am I? We don't have names yet, he replied, but we can call each other friend. Okay, friend? Okay, friend, I answered. Then he flew to the branch of a tall cypress tree. I scampered up beside him. Don't you love the view from up here? He said. Earth is so big, I shouted. I can't even see the end of it. Someday, my friend said, I'll take you out there to all my favorite places that God just made. I know where even bigger trees are and waterfalls and 3 other rivers that roll on for miles. You've seen all that, I said. You must have been here a long time. Oh, I have, he told me. Ever since yesterday. That's silly. Someone else came flying by, someone who looked like my friend, with white feathers and yellow feet and wide wings and a big, deep bill. My friend looked up and smiled and flapped his wings. That's my sweetheart, he said, and God sure knows how to make a sweetheart. She's my best friend. Goodbye. He sailed up beside her and they flew away together. Goodbye, I said quietly. All by myself, I crawled down the tree. I shuffled across the grass, sniffing a flower here and there. I lingered by the river and rolled a stone or two down into the water. But there was no one to play with. Finally, I laid down on the big brown rock. I closed my eyes and I took a little nap. When I woke up, someone was lying beside me asleep. "Wow!" I blurted out. My voice woke her, and she stared at me. "What's going on here?" she said. "Where am I? Who are you? And who am I?" "This place is Earth," I told her. "It's new. God just made it, and He just made you." I gave her a hug. "We don't have names yet," I continued, "but we can call each other sweetheart." And I know where God made a river we can splash in, and grass and flowers we can walk in, and a big cypress tree we can climb and see almost the whole earth. "You do?" she exclaimed. "You must have been here a long time." "Oh, yeah," I told her. "Ever since this morning. Come on, let's go play." So we did, and I gave her my daisy, and she's called me sweetheart ever since. And God saw that it was good. And if you want for extra information on what actually happened in the Bible, you can read Genesis 1 through 2. That's the real story of creation. I hope you enjoyed this story. I love this story. And I have so many more stories to share with you from this book. So join me next week for another story. Bye.